Principle 2. Rushing the process pushes away your manifestations. 98% of people are trying to force reality and unconsciously sabotage their own manifestations. The second piece of hidden wisdom is easy to miss because the rest of the plot is so compelling and captivating. But in truth, Link and Zelda being overly ambitious and hasty actually creates a perfect window for Ganondorf to take full control without any resistance. What they didn't plan on was Link being stuck in the Sacred Realm for 7 years, leaving the Triforce vulnerable and unprotected. When Link enters the Sacred Realm, he's greeted by an ancient sage of time who informs him that he was too young to handle the Master Sword, even if he is the chosen one to wield it. And because he wasn't old enough, his soul was trapped for 7 years until he was ready to fulfill his destiny. But in that time, Ganondorf touches the Triforce, engulfing Hyrule in an all-consuming darkness and evil. Link leaves the Temple of Time 7 years older, only to find that the town square is riddled with zombies scattered everywhere, and the castle has transformed into an evil palace floating above a swirling pit of lava. Not only did Link lose 7 years of his life, but him and Zelda's impatience manifested exactly what they were trying to avoid. And this part of the story has a deep metaphysical principle embedded into it because it's exactly how our reality works too. You see, whenever you greatly desire something, whether that's a dream job or an exceptional level of income, a perfect partner, or even an outstanding achievement in your specific area of expertise, the greater you desire it, the further it will get from you. Now you might be asking yourself, Jose, why is that the case? Like, why does reality work like that? Because reality doesn't respond to how badly you want something, it responds to how confidently you already know it's yours. Because if you were confident, you would give your world space to bring it to you and not try to rush the process. Believing you will get something is not enough. You have to know. When you want something badly, you have to look at the subcommunication underlying the desire itself. And in most cases, the reason you desire something that badly is because you are painfully aware that you don't have the thing now, and not having that thing now carries a heavy negative definition. For example, if you're someone who desperately desires to find love, and you feel a deep sense of inadequacy while you're single, then you will unconsciously push away potential romantic partners that could have been exactly the love you really wanted. You unconsciously sabotage opportunities for love because your fixation on needing a partner now causes you to become rigid with your expectations. You start clinging, needing constant validation from your partner to have the mental confirmation of knowing that they're still there, and then you become insecure at even the slightest inconvenience, like them not replying fast enough to a text makes you think that they're cheating on you. You project your lack of self-love onto your partners, and before you know it, you rush through failed relationship after failed relationship in a desperate attempt to not be single, ultimately ending up single and heartbroken anyways. If that sounds like you are too impatient, wanting the fruits of love without actually loving yourself first, and then developing love with another second. Now you can extrapolate this example to any other manifestation you are looking to materialize, and you'll see the exact same pattern show up again and again. If you want to be successful in business, but you try to rush the process too harshly because being broke is bad, the energetic subcommunication is that you want the results of being a successful business owner without the deep foundational work that goes into being someone who can sustain a successful business. And even if you do somehow manage to get lucky and make a lot of money quickly, you will blow the bag on stupid shit because you weren't ready for that level of income yet. And believe it or not, most people even do this with spiritual enlightenment itself. They're in such a rush to become one of the enlightened ones and have the universe figured out that they do all of the spiritual theatrics with the crystals and the tarot cards and the plant medicine ceremonies, never fully realizing that genuinely understanding the universe doesn't come from more chasing or buying a bigger hat with more stupid fucking feathers on it. It comes from total surrender. And just like with Link and Zelda, they were so insistent on controlling the outcome that they unknowingly made everything worse and gave Ganondorf exactly what he wanted. It's not about the desire itself that creates the negative outcome, but it's the pressure created from the insistence on needing to get to the end of the process immediately instead of trusting the process to unfold naturally. I want you to remember this forever, that whenever you find yourself trying to force an outcome, there's an underlying subcommunication on your spiritual and mental planes that you don't trust the universe with your manifestations. And that lack of trust keeps you in physical experiences that reflect what you don't want. In other words, let go of the need to control the result and focus your attention and energy on being flexible with reality. Give your reality space and time to adjust to meet you halfway in the manifestations of your desires. Otherwise, you will find yourself trapped in your own version of a 7-year time warp. Now, all things considered, Link and Zelda needed to make that mistake, because otherwise we wouldn't have this beautiful masterpiece of a game. And in a weird roundabout way, moments in reality where it feels like it's working against you are also necessary so that you too can awaken as the chosen one in your own life. Because the only way you can truly know yourself is to completely lose your mind. The only way you can truly know and appreciate what God is to know what God is not. And when Link exits the sacred realm as an adult and Zelda is nowhere to be found, that's when the real challenge begins, and it awakens his soul as the hero of time. He must now carry on his mission to conquer more complicated dungeons, fight tougher boss battles, and restore order back to a world that has plunged into chaos.